Today on Animal Zone, we've got the pet psychic Laura Stinchfield, and joining us is Dr. Chong and Tara Austin, and Frida, an amazing dog that's been rescued from Thailand. And you won't believe this story. I didn't believe when I first heard it, and you are just a remarkable dog, and luckily in California now.
Yes.
Tell us what happened. How did you find Frida?
Well, Tara and I, we grew up together. We're elementary school best friends that had kind of went our own ways for about 20 plus years and kind of reconnected as friends, and decided, we both found that we still had similar interests even after all those years, and one of them was that we love animals. And so I was affiliated with a sanctuary called Elephant Nature Park in Chiang Mai, Thailand, and I was headed out there to work with the elephants and volunteer. I said, hey, why don't you come along, join me? And so that's what we were there for. And
she said it would be a life-changing experience,
Yeah.
and it was, but we had no idea that we would find a rescue of our own.
And then one night, on one of our last nights in Thailand, we were having dinner, and she had went to Mexico City.
We were talking about Frida Kahlo and what an inspiration she was to me as an artist and designer. And there's a quote that says, "Feet, what do I need you for when I have wings to fly?" And I literally said that probably 10 minutes before we found Frida. And she was hobbling across a busy street and dragging her back paws. And because we had just been volunteering with animals, we had treats on us. And so Lisa said, oh my God. Well, we didn't say anything. We just got in front of the road and stopped traffic. And Lisa's like, let's see if she's friendly.
So I happened to have those treats, and I said, I offered them to Frida, and she immediately became submissive. She rolled over. She asked for a belly rub. And so Elephant Nature Park helped us to locate a 24-hour vet and secured her care there. And it took, actually, we didn't realize how bad her wounds were until we were at the vet and they cleaned them off. And she's actually missing several bones in her paws just from the constant dragging. She has a lumbar fracture, and not only is her back broken, it's actually dislocated also. So part of her spine lies on top of the other part of the spine. So initially, the vets, they had a surgeon look at her feet, and with the bones missing and everything, they were trying to talk us into amputation. But of all the times that we went to visit her, we would see her sleeping and running in her dreams. Like, she was moving her legs. And I was like, we can't amputate. I'm like, I think she could walk again one day. She has some motor function in those legs. Like, let's try it.
She just needs to be given a chance.
Yeah. I mean, it's a longer recovery, a more expensive recovery, and more time. But I think in the end, it was the best decision that we made.
Wow. Well, we have to take a quick break, but when we come back, Laura's going to try and get into Frida's mind, and I hope you speak Thai. We'll be right back after these words. And we're back here on Animal Zone with Frida, Laura Stinchfield, the pet psychic, Dr. Chong, and Tara Austin. And we're just fascinated because Frida is such a sweet dog who's gone through such a tough life, but you've saved her, and I bet she's got a lot to tell us. So what do you think, Laura?
So what do you think? What do you want to say about all this? Have you been listening to your story, and what is your part of it? Oh my goodness, really? Really? Come on. What? You okay? You okay? Come on. Oh, okay. Okay, tell me. She says she knows a lot about her past. Is there something that your people don't know about your past that you want to share? She said when she was on the streets and she was hungry, she had a feeling that day. What kind of feeling did you have? What do you mean? What was your feeling? She said she had a feeling that something was going to be different. She said she felt a tingling all over her body. And then all of a sudden they were there. And I just knew these people were going to help me. She says that when she hears the story, there's something that she wants to change. What do you want to change? It's going to make me cry. She says, because if you see yourself crippled, you're never going to get better. So I never saw myself that way. Wow. And that's how I could endure the pain. Was it really painful? Only if I thought about it. They would lay you down on a bed at night. It was a comfy bed and they would pray over me. Oh, she was gonna cry. She said that she believes that when you guys found her, that those monks' hearts burst open and they believed in their spirits again. It's like they almost didn't believe in their spirits when they saw her suffering.
Oh.
It's interesting that they said they didn't know who she was when you, right? Didn't you say that? That they said they didn't know who she was?
No one had recognized her when we went back 4 months later to ask.
But how could you not? Like a crippled dog,
Yeah.
So, Frida, honey, is there anything about your care that you would like, or anything that you want to tell them? You're so brave. I think it's so amazing. She says she wants to say this, that these women who care for me, they're kick-ass women. Ooh, she says she feels like they're feisty like her. She says that you guys have so much spirit that it ignites more passion in her. And she says she's not giving up, that I'm gonna keep getting better and better. I believe that. Do you know what, Frida? I know some people who have cured themselves of incurable diseases, and I know some people whose backs have been fused, and they believed so much that they could get better that somehow miraculously their backs were not fused anymore. And I believe that that can happen to you if you keep living in that spirit that you talk about. So, Frida, honey, any words of wisdom for people or for other animals? Do you understand what your organization is about helping other animals? Do you have any words of wisdom for people who are taking care of animals like you? She says she feels like the most important thing when you're working with an animal like this is not to stay in your sorrow, because the animal is like, what am I supposed to do with this? Yeah. But you understand if they feel sorrow just for a little bit, right? Because they have to feel their emotions. Yeah, but get on with it.
Wow.
She's funny.
Laura, how great.
So cute.
Tara, thank you, and Lisa, you guys are really amazing animal heroes. You know, as you say on your website, there's strong, and then there's Frida strong.
That's right.
So, true inspiration for all of us, and we appreciate you being on Animals Night today.
so much
Thanks
for
for
having
having
us.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after these words.
Every time I count my blessings, I count you first. Every time I count my blessings, I count you first. Every time I count my blessings, I